Very, very interesting. And we're going to continue the conversation, Contessa, thank you, right now with a cybersecurity insurance provider to talk more about the big changes that are happening in the business. The Coalition Company offers both insurance and cybersecurity systems development to help limit losses. They insure some 50,000 customers against attacks. Overall coverage can rise to as much as $15 million per company. That would be the maximum amount that the company would cover. Joshua Motta is CEO and co-founder of Coalition. Joshua, thank you for being with us. Let's run through a couple of the numbers that Contessa just set up there with respect to your business. How many new customers, what is the rate of growth in customers that you've experienced this year over, say, last year? And what is the rate of growth in the typical premium? Obviously, different companies would have different premiums, so there is probably no such thing as an average premium, but I'm looking at what the rate of growth is. Growth in customers and growth of premiums paid.
Yeah, you're right. Rising demand for cyber insurance, like any form of insurance, it's driven by losses, which are happening. Business owners are seeing more wrecks on the side of the road and wondering, could that be us? So in our case, quarter over quarter, we've seen a 69% growth in demand for new buyers in the market. And you're right, premiums are rising. I would say on average across the market, we see 40 to 50% price increases, but it can be dramatically higher, particularly for businesses that have had prior claims experience.
What kinds of companies, where are you seeing the attacks happen most, if you were to segment the different kinds of companies? And I noted in some of my research that one of the fastest growing areas for these attacks have been nonprofit organizations.
That's right. Over the past quarter, we've seen a significant growth in attacks targeting not-for-profits as well as industrial businesses. And in this day and age, there's not a single sector of the economy that is immune from cyber attacks, from social engineering losses, from ransomware. They're opportunistically targeting all industries. If you've made one poor technological decision, you are potentially now in the crosshairs of a criminal actor.
Joshua, should companies pay the ransom?
Oftentimes they do. It tends to be binary. If the company has an ability to back up their data, or they have any other alternative means of recovering, they will not. However, if they're left between the rock and the hard place of existential ruin, bankruptcy, or otherwise, oftentimes it's the only alternative, and they will.
Yeah, I mean, we speak to so many companies that say that they're increasing their spending to fortify their cyber defenses. But I wonder, above and beyond the money, are there new protocols or exercises or types of defenses that are being put in place and that you encourage specifically to be able to cover more robustly from an insurance standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, organizations have to realize this isn't exclusively a technology problem. It's a risk management problem. It's a risk we're all going to have to live with for a very long time. And so certainly implementing mitigation measures, common controls and security practices are all great. They can substantially mitigate the risk. However, they won't eliminate it. Right. And that's where cyber insurance is becoming a necessary outlet for businesses.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.